Every day a star is born. Clap for 'em, clap for 'em, clap for 'em. Hey, the Washington Commanders then shocked the world. They shocked the world, folks. I mean, no one gave them a chance to win this game. 45-31 win over a 15-2 team. Man, you gotta tip your hat to them boys, man. They came out and they bullied the bully. You feel me? This was an awesome game. Let's get to it though. I'm gonna say this right now. Jaden Daniels is the third best quarterback in the NFL. He's the best quarterback in the NFC. I've never seen a rookie quarterback with his poise and accuracy. That guy possesses all-time accuracy, man. He wasn't supposed to be in this position. This team won 4 games last year, and they just knocked off a 15-2 team who was favored to win this game and was favored to get to the Super Bowl. His awareness is amazing. Let me tell you what his game went south for the Lions, though. I knew once Amik Robinson was out with that elbow, I knew the Detroit Lions was in trouble. Because you look at last year, the hole on their team was their secondary. You know, they brought in a couple guys, including Amik Robinson. Once them guys came in, that solidified their secondary. When that happened, I'm like, the Detroit Lions got the same secondary like last year. If Jaden Daniels ready for the moment, he could carve these boys up. And that's what he did. Also, Branch got banged up in this game. So I knew the Commanders really had a chance to win this game. I'm going to get back to the Lions in a second. But, man, check this out. In the first half, when Goff fumbled that ball, I really knew they was in trouble because I knew if the Commanders had a chance, they needed to force a few turnovers because the Lions' offense is high-powered. The only way you beat them is you go toe-to-toe with them. Only a few teams in the league could do that. Or you force turnovers to keep that high-powered offense on the sidelines. And once that happened, I knew it because you go all the way back to Jared Goff days with the Rams. He's a good quarterback, but he never been a quarterback to like bring you from behind like that. He not built like that. You feel me? He need everything around him. And he didn't have everything he needed in this game. The Commanders' defense made the Lions' offense look average. I thought the Detroit Lions' offense, a line, would dominate. They held their own against them, you know? The defense played ball, man. They took away Tim Patrick. Tim Patrick was a big part of the Lions' offense. He had one catch, and that was late in the game. You know, you got to give Cliff Kingsbury a lot of credit. He called the best game of his NFL career. He was amazing calling them plays. You feel me? And we have to give the running game some credit. Daniels rushed for 52 yards. Robinson rushed for 77 and 2 touchdowns. I called it in my last video. If the Commanders had a chance, him and Eckler had to run that ball, and they ran it. Eckler finished with 47 yards too. Altogether, they rushed for like 183 yards if I'm not mistaken. But the story of the day is the star, Jaden Daniels. He threw for 299. I'm going to give him his 300 yards on that. You feel me? 2 touchdowns, no turnovers. Altogether, they had 482 yards of total offense. That's amazing. This team is going to the NFC Championship game for the first time in 33 years, man. That's amazing. You feel me? They forced 5 turnovers. 5 turnovers, man. That's simply amazing. Everyone knew that the Commanders' defense was their hole on the team. Today it proved to be the strength of the team. They made Jared Goff look like an average quarterback out there. It was simply amazing, man. Everyone ate on the Commanders team. You know, Brown, McLaurin, they both almost had 100 yards receiving. That screen pass from McLaurin, though, they bust that play wide open. I called it too. It was 2 against 3 over there. That was easy, man. When you go back and watch the highlights from this game, Jaden Daniels missed McLaurin on the play before that. He beat his man off the line and he threw his hands up. And Daniels threw to the right side instead of the left side. McLaurin was open on that play. You know Cliff Berry seen that and went right back to him. And he scored on that play, man. It was well coaching all around the board. Let's get to the Detroit Lions, though. Gibbs, he played a hell of a game. 105 yards rushing, 70 yards receiving. He was one of the bright spots. St. Brown did his thing, 7 catches for 130-something yards. They finished with 472 yards of total offense. You feel me? But it wasn't enough, man. The Lions were at home, and they let the underdogs come in their house and beat them. From now on, the Detroit Lions will forever be known as a regular season team. They're choke artists. They have to figure out how to win big games. They had too much pressure on them. They had too much pressure. It's like they walked into this game like, y'all not ready for us. We supposed to be here. You know? And the Commanders came in like, look at here. We get paid just like y'all. Let's go to war. And they were ready. You feel me? And they won. That's what it's about, man. When you look at teams not named the Chiefs, it's hard for them number 1 seeds to get to the Super Bowl because you have a bullseye on your back. Them underdog teams are dangerous, man. Look at Peyton Manning when he won his first Super Bowl in 2006. Peyton Manning had number 1 offense year after year after year. Kept getting knocked off by the Chargers, by the Steelers, by the Patriots. He finally won when it was 10-6 and was a wild card team. That's how it goes sometimes, folks. It's hard when you're the number 1 seed, man. You have to come out and play ball. If you don't, you're going to go home. And that's what's happened. You know, the Commanders, they wanted it. And I don't think they finished because I think they got a real chance to knock off the Eagles because I think the Eagles going to knock off the Rams. All Philly do is run the ball. Man, I think the Commanders going to the Super Bowl, man. They got the formula to do it. They just knocked off the number 1 seed in the league. You don't think they got the confidence to knock off anybody left in here? You must be crazy, man. Jaden Daniels, he don't get too high, he don't get too low. He's even killed. That's a skill. You know what I'm saying? They were up 2 touchdowns, and he looked like the game was tied. You know what I'm saying? The kid's special, man. It's time to put some respect on his name. 3rd best quarterback in the league, best quarterback in the NFC. I'm the first to holler that, and I stand on that. The boy's special. When you take away his accurate arm, he can beat you with his legs. Him and Lamar Jackson are the 2 fastest running quarterbacks in the game. That boy is smart, man. He made the Detroit Lions do things they don't usually do. The Detroit Lions do not blitz that much. They had to blitz. And every time they blitz, Jaden Daniels tore him up with his legs or he just stung him with his pinpoint accuracy arm. It was just beautiful to watch, man. You know, the Lions kept trying to blitz the safety. Every time they blitzed the safety, Daniels beat him with his legs or stung him over the top. It was just beautiful. This was an all-time great performance by the Washington Commanders, man. This is a special group of guys. Dan Quinn that really came in and changed the culture across there. This team is special. They're the most dangerous team left in the playoffs. Real talk. They gutsy. They go for it every time on 4th down. They always call the right plays. And if that offensive line could continue to play like this here, and that run game could give Jaden Daniels help, There's no way you can beat them because they done mastered running that RPO. They done mastered it. And McLaurin and Brown and Ertz, them boys get open, man. This Sports Savvy TV. I'm out, man.